Live from the Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. This is the YouTube channel vlog show in which video games, flash game show gameplays, along with sports and wrestling news are the norm. This is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here's the host of the show, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. I am your host, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Mr. Eric M. Lima. You're watching episode 195 of the show, and hope you guys are having. Hope you guys had a good day. It is November the 29th, almost said 19. I'm like, well, Eric, you're going way back. We're in the 2000s, 2022 to be exact, and it is 10:13 p.m. Welcome, one and all. And we're going to talk about what happened on NXT. What just got done over 10 minutes ago. And just going to have a little bit of fun with this, and bear with me because everybody else is asleep, and I'm up here. And I'll be going to bed right after I upload this video. So hope you guys are paying attention. If you haven't watched it, please don't come to this video for spoilers unless you don't want to watch it. And say, just tell me what's going on, and I will gladly do so. Lots of women's matches on the card for tonight. It kicked off with Roxanne Perez versus Indy Hartwell. In fact, every HBK, X-Pac, Road Dogg, Alundra Blaze, and Molly Holly, all Hall of Famers, were getting together to decide who is going to be part of the men's and women's Iron Survivor Challenge matches that will happen December the 10th at NXT Deadline. Roxanne Perez and Indy Hartwell were two people that were considered, and it was a heck of a matchup, and it could have gone either way, but Perez did pick up the victory over Indy Hartwell. And Chase U got together. In fact, Duke Hudson said he tries to apologize to Andre Chase for what happened last week, and for losing the tag team titles. He said, I feel so bad, and I had a petition for Chase U to tell, he said he had a petition for Chase U to sign up for getting him a title match. Grayson Waller interrupted him, saying, Duke's a scumbag and everything else. Duke said, I will take care of this. I will take care of this. And then Dijak making his return to NXT in the ring, meaner and nastier than ever before. And he took on Dante Chen. He beat Dante Chen with ease, with the greatest of ease. And like I said before, HBK, Road Dogg, X-Pac, Molly Holly, Alundra Blaze get together for a panel, and so there's that. Also, Dijak after the match addresses the NXT crowd. He doesn't care who he faces; he's going to beat them. J.D. McDonald was talking to Tatum Paxley and Ivy Nile at the Diamond Dojo about the Creed brothers' chances of beating Indus Sher. The Creed brothers confront McDonald about this, and they started jaw-jacking. Then they discussed the men's Iron Survivor Challenge. Names like Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Waller, Joe Gacy were thrown around. And so there's that. And so Duke Hudson went one-on-one with Grayson Waller, and a lot of distractions happened to the fact that Grayson Waller did pick up the victory over his fellow countrymen. So, and Andre Chase was not very happy. So, seems like dissension within Chase U ever since Bodie Hayward has left left NXT and left the WWE for good. I think he was fired because he broke a rule or something like that. So this will be, is Chase U going to be gone for good, or Andre Chase is going to need to build a new Chase U University stable? We'll find out for sure. And Mackenzie Mitchell decided to interview Javier Bernal, who's trying to shill his stuff. Big body Javi, more like big mouth Javi. And, and so, and Mackenzie Mitchell tweeted out that don't buy his cologne, smells like ass. And I went, dude. And I told Mackenzie, I won't buy anything from him because he's just lost. I'll explain more. Axiom interrupts Bernal. He says, "Hey, listen, you want to match with me? You got it." So Fallon Henley went one-on-one with the businesswoman of NXT, Kiana James. And Kiana James used a little bit of chicanery, a.k.a. her pocketbook, just to make the referee look and cheat and all that, but beat Fallon Henley. And it seems like Brooks Jensen smitten with Kiana James. Although, a hot chick with glasses is pretty cool, I got to admit. But Fallon Henley's more heart, that's for sure. Now, Malik Blade got his father's sweater torn up by Von Wagner last week. Odyssey Jones and Idris Nofi said, "You know what? You got to do something." And he said, so Malik Blade went one-on-one with Von Wagner as a result. I'll tell you. And then HBK and panel discussed the women's Irish Survivor Challenge. Zoe Stark, Cora Jade, Kiana James, and Roxanne Perez were considered. So, anyways, Zoe, they were about to have the 6-woman tag match. First time around, Zoe Stark clips Nikita Lyons from behind with the leg, and then Kaden Connor and Katana Chance were chase Zoe Stark off and helping Nikita Lyons in the back. Meanwhile, Toxic Attraction was mocking her. And the woman formerly known as Aoife Valkyrie is coming to NXT by the name of Lyra Valkyria. That is going to be an interesting name. So the former Aoife Valkyrie will be heading to NXT, adding more to the women's division. We haven't heard anything from Mako Satomura or Blair Davenport. We haven't heard anything from Saray either. Something's up. Something's up in the women's division in NXT. I think more like, since they are foreign and not born in the country, probably visa issues. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I'm hoping, these ladies come back to NXT television and really show the women's division what they're all about. I'm very concerned, though, however. So, Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Elektra Lopez. Speaking of the women's division, she said she came back to build an empire of her own, and she started with Indy Hartwell. So there you go. Axiom went one-on-one with Big Body Hobby himself, Javier Bernal. I was like calling him Big Mouth Hobby because the guy couldn't shut up for a bit. But his Big Mouth got him into trouble because Axiom beat Javier Bernal. And then I tweeted afterwards, I told Mackenzie Mitchell, I won't buy anything from Big Mouth Hobby because he just lost to Axiom. And the Kid Alliance and Team KC, that's Caden Connor and Katana Chance, were in the training room. Alliance says she's cleared. Was told she's cleared. And she goes, I'll be fine. Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed the NXT Tag Team Champions Pretty Deadly, Elton Prince and Kit Wilson, and they had this great idea that next week they're going to tell a Christmas story according to Pretty Deadly. This is going to be very interesting, to say the least, and I think somebody's going to interrupt the Tag Team Champions. Apollo Crews was sitting down about to write in his diary at the diner, but then Braun Breaker ends up joining him. They were talking about what's going to happen at NXT Deadline. So, anyways, Julius Creed went one-on-one with J.D. McDonough. J.D. McDonough tried everything he can to beat Julius Creed, but he kept coming and getting up. Outside, Inducier showed up to watch the matchup. And then during the closing moments of the matchup, J.D. McDonough grabbed a steel chair and went and was going to go hit Julius Creed with it, but Sangha pushed Creed out of the way, took the chair shot, and Sangha was a little upset. And then Veer Mahan, and Creed won by disqualification, by the way. And then Inducier said, we want you at 100%. They showed respect. And then Alba Fire responded to Isla Dawn's interference and said she's going to basically make Isla Dawn pay. Dijak was getting out into his car and his Stacks interrupts him. Hey, the Dawn wants to talk to you. And so Tony D'Angelo said, hey, thanks for stopping at West Lee. I'll beat him. And he goes, do we understand? Because something like that. It looks like Dijak does not care. If I were the Dawn, if I were Tony D'Angelo, I leave Dijak alone. And then Malik Blade went one-on-one with Von Wagner, and Wagner did defeat Blade. And then tried to attack Blade during the post-match, but Idris Enofe and Odyssey Jones ended up trying to stop him. So, And Shawn Michaels did announce the 5 participants for the Iron Survivor Challenge. Former NXT North American Champion Carmelo Hayes, JD McDonough, Joe Gacy, and Grayson Waller. Final competitor in the wild. There'll be one final competitor in the wild card match triple threat as Von Wagner goes up against Axiom and Andre Chase. Meanwhile, on the women's side of the Iron Survivor Challenge, Zoe Stark, Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez, and Kiana James. The final competitor in the wild will be determined between Wendy Chu, Fallon Henley, and Indy Hartwell. Then the 6-woman tag team match of Kaden Carter, Katana Chance, and Nikita Lyons took on Toxic Attraction, WD NXT Women's Champion Mandy Rose, JC Jane, and the lovely Gigi Dolan. Now, 3 of my favorite ladies are in this matchup. Katana Chance, Nikita Lyons, and Gigi Dolan. Now, I would have put Mandy Rose up there, but she's got engaged, so I stay away from her. But in the end, Toxic Attraction did pick up the victory using the numbers game as the advantage, and Zoe Stark was looking on, and Nikita Lyons was ready, because they took out, all 3 members of Toxic Attraction took out Nikita Lyons as a threat during the matchup. And that's where we stand right now. Final NXT of November 2022. Tomorrow will be the final day of November 2022. I'll give my thoughts on it, plus a little Joker's Wild bonus round for you. That's all the time we have on the show. Episode 1995 has been complete. I'm Eric Lima signing off for now. So until the next episode, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E tour for Bob Saget production, and in association with A Sweet Bofa Raving Dingleberry Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode of the show. See you on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now, and have a very blessed day.